Hi everybody, it's Julie, and I'm here with a video about how I set up my December daily. So I am running late because my thumb is really hampering what I can do and when I can do it. So let's jump right in. So one of the things that I like to do is when I make my book ahead of time, and this is going to be how I set up my pages. So how I decide what papers are going to be where, and so that so my themes kind of go, because that's, you know, for me that is important to me. So I have some copy paper, and I'm just going to fold it down into squares here, or rectangles. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not making a snowflake today. Okay, I think we'll pull it back. Okay, I'm making my own little calendar here, but it's not like your regular. Okay. Oh, it's cold and my fingers are cold. We need a pen. Yay, it works. Okay, so what I want to do here is 2-page spreads, basically, because that's what I do. Is I'll do 2 pages and then I'll fill anything from that page between those 2 pages. So this is the cover. Page 1 is by itself. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to number all the way down to 31 because I do my entire month of December. Sometimes, you know, our Christmases with our kids and things will be later. This year, nobody's coming home, and we are not going. We may go to San Diego, but we're not going to Washington or Colorado this year. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then 31 I think we can just leave. I mean, we could go 31 here. Okay, so then I look at my calendar, and this possibility of Crush Fest, the festival. There's an awesome Crush Festival here in Lancaster, California. It'll be the 1st through the 4th, and my parents might be coming, on the 3rd. Okay. And my husband and I have been asked to work the parade here. Let's see. I know I'm going to the Crush Festival on Monday. And I'm going with Carolyn to watch Adrian play the harp. Okay. Our Fisher family Christmas is here. I wanted to abbreviate that, and I just can't make myself abbreviate. Oh, our tree lighting is here, and we went last year, and it was fun. There was a party after here in our little town, and so I want to make sure I have that written down. Our cert cookie party. And it's here at our house. So that'll be fun. Our volunteer potluck is here. Let's see. Ugly sweater party is here. And that's here at our house. My husband's birthday is here. We do Christmas Eve with my parents. And Christmas. Okay, my husband's off like from all this. Okay, let's see. Okay. If we go to San Diego, it'll probably be this day. Okay. There are other things, but those are the main things that I'm going to want to look at when I am picking out my paper. So, I have so many projects right now, as if you watch my videos, you already know. So, I like to do, this is my 5th year of doing December Daily. I really like doing a smash book style album. Okay, I am also going to be making a junk journal, and this might actually be the perfect year for that because we're not doing as much as we have done. Actually, right now, that's just what the calendar looks like. Things will probably change. But, so I'm going to do this as if I was going to be setting it up as a smash book. Okay. I will be doing the Dollar Tree Junk Journal Challenge, and I will be setting it up also as a December Daily. So, you can watch for that. So I bought this Bow Bunny kit. I bought more than one, of course, at Tuesday Morning for $5.99, and it has 19 pieces in it. Okay, so this is not going to be enough for what I do for December Daily, but I'm going to show you how I would go through and pick out some of the papers. And I'm going to be using, I chose this as my base because it's double-sided. Okay, this is going to save me a whole lot of work using a double-sided paper. Okay, however, as you can see, okay, this is the single, you get a sticker sheet. So all these are stickers, each one. This is actually 2 stickers, the bird and then the frame. And then the rest are just stickers. So I have 1 sticker sheet. I am also going to be using this because I'm going to be making embellishments using these gift tags. And if you want to follow along, be able to make the ones like I'm making, you can. This was from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using it in the Dollar Tree journal, but also I'm going to use it in my December Daily, whether my December Daily ends up being this or it ends up being that. I really like these. Okay, and they will go with a lot of the things that I have in store to be making as embellishments. So that's the sticker page. This is the tag page, and I think it said, I think there was 24 when I counted. There's either 24 or 25 tags on this page. So I really liked it. I sorry about that. I think it's really cool. It has a couple of cardinals and there are 2 of these. So I will also be cutting the cardinals off and putting them in my cardinal book that eventually I'm going to be making a Christmas memory book or traditions book out of that. So then there's this cut apart. Okay, so you have these that you can also cut up and put into the book. It is 2-sided, so you don't even have to back them or anything, which is going to be awesome, because and there's 2 of each of these. Okay, then there is the cover page, and it is white on the other side, but this can also be cut up and used for embellishments. And okay, so this page I was thinking about using for the ugly sweater party. It'll be covered up, but it kind of has that ugly sweater, old-time ugly sweater feel. And this is the other side. Our ugly sweater party this year is really close to Christmas. So, which is kind of cool. Okay, this is the other cut up. I would use this as a cut apart. They're calling this stamps. And it just has some amazing old-fashioned like postcards, which reminds me, I have about 25 100-year-old postcards that I can actually, because they are over 100 years old, they're in the public domain, so I can go ahead. I mean, they're my personal cards, but I can copy them and put them in my book, and I think that that's going to be really cool along with this. I really hope I get to go for a sleigh ride this year. I hope we get some snow. That'll be really fun. When we get snow, I'll take you outside and actually show you snow on a cactus, which is, to me, is hilarious. So there's this page. Okay, we've got Santa over here. May your Christmas be happy. I like that. Just, may your Christmas be happy. And this is the other side. Okay. Then this page here, look at this, just a bunch of ripped paper and then planks. So, and then down at the bottom it has the postcards. So this will be good for anything. I imagine at some point we will go to the cabin, and so this always, the deer always remind me of the cabin, and I will be sewing. So, or we'll be making something. So, like I said, and I move things around in my book. Okay, 12/25. So this is Christmas Day. And this will be Christmas Eve. I know my mom already has some games set up for us. So we'll be playing some reindeer games. And then there's this one. Okay. So I get to use this along with my stash. And so let me show you. I usually have done kind of a funny size. We'll use the other one just because it's gonna be. I need a new cutter. These ones are. I've had these for a very long time. I did clean out the well in it, and wow, what a difference that made. Okay, so this one, this page, you want to check on your pages because this one doesn't matter which way you do it, which way you put it in, but this one is gonna matter. Okay, so since I do want to use both sides, I am gonna go ahead and cut this with this being the top. Okay, we'll check the... Yeah, we're still filming. Hooray! Okay, so I am going to do 7 inches this way. Let me look at it and make sure. I think we'll go to 7.5. Okay, so I'm measuring it at 7.5. I'm gonna cut it. And now I have this piece that I'll be able to use for something. And turn this over. This way is going to be 9. Okay, so now I have this also. So 7.5 by 9 gives me this much paper. One of the things that I discovered that I really like is I like waterfalls. And so let's go ahead and cut the next page. Again, I'm going to want to use that, so we're going to cut the strip, turn it over, 7.5. Usually I write this down and put it up in front of me because I'll literally forget. 7.5 and then by 9. Okay. So now you can see that I can go back and on the next one of these, I can actually cut it down here. And although the back page is going to be exactly the same somewhere else in the book, if I wanted to do it this way, I would have, this would be, yeah, so you could have like this. If you're a person that really likes your pages next to each other to look alike, then that's one way that you would be able to do that. Okay, so a waterfall. A waterfall is awesome. Okay, so one of the things that I like to do in my books, in my memory keeping, is a waterfall. And what I'll do is I will take like approximately a 4 by 12 or 4 by 10, and here I'm just going to use the 2 pieces that were left over, and I stack them on top of each other, and then I pull them. Okay. Okay, let's look at the edges. Okay, I like that this one says Joy down here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it. It's going to be too long if we do it that way. Okay, so Joy can become the top piece. There you go. Okay. Are we good? Come down a little bit. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm measuring. You see how with this waterfall, now I have these 4 different colors, and I can just go ahead and fold it down. Okay. You will want to use a bone folder here. So if you have a day that you know there's going to be more pictures, okay, then this is a way to add more pictures. Now the way that I attach this, now you can attach it flat down. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. So we're going to want to come here. We have our top flap, and we have this one. I'm going to just go ahead and fold it up about 1 inch of a seam here. Okay. And use my ATG. I'm going to leave that there. And come over here. And I'm just putting some ATG glue tape on that inch. Okay, come back. And you come back and make sure, because if you do it this way, it's going to be right. But if you do it this way, that's not right. I mean, it could work. Okay, so then you're going to come back and you're going to glue this down. You want to leave just a smidge of a margin there so that when you've added stuff here, this will still fold down. Okay. Long folder, back and forth. Okay, now you can just go ahead and say these 2 pages are going to be together. Okay. Then you could just go ahead and glue this whole thing down. You could glue it and leave a pocket on the side to put more items, which I always think is a great idea. If you're just going to have the 8 pictures, you can come back again and fold this bottom one and glue it here. Okay, I'm going to save this because I'm not sure that I want it on this page. Okay. Okay, so that is how I make a waterfall. And of course I will show you it attached inside. Okay, so we know that I want this for the ugly sweater page. And now what I'm going to look at is I'm going to end up with this much of a margin. And I kind of like that I could use this for tags or for a pocket. And this could be my main page. So that's just what I was checking out, thinking a little bit ahead. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And go here. So I usually will go through and pick out my papers for the for whatever it is that I'm doing, for the things I know I have coming up. So another way that I have used this before is I can go back and I'm measuring along this paper here, and I'm going to come back and make a mark, because this is how I really do things with my fingernail. And then I'm going to come back and make a side pocket. Okay. So now I'm not going to glue this down because I don't know if I want it to come this way or if I want to swing it this way. That is going to depend on what actually is happening. So that is another page, and I have that ready. Okay, so we have this page. I'm going to do a couple things with this one. First, I'm going to cut this here. And then I'm going to come down and I am going to cut about 2 inches. So if I go to 10, that should be about 2 inches off the bottom. Okay. I'm going to save that. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Oh wait, first we need a need to go to 7 inches or 7.5. I kind of like that tree piece because there's not a whole lot of interesting stuff going on this page. So I'm going to come over here to the 7.5. Okay, no, 9. Sorry. Oof, that was close. That was close. Okay, so I've got, now I have this long piece as well. Okay, so now I'm going to come here and I'm going to measure. Make sure we're there. Come down and use the old thumbnail trick, and I'm going to fold this up. Okay, you see what we got there? Now we have a pocket there. Okay. So that, I like that. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking, may your Christmas be happy, but he's on this side of the page. However, I could put him on Christmas Day and make him one of those fold outs. It's along with the bird. Okay, so with the bird, I'm okay with that. Okay, so we're going to come up here, and we need 7.5. Okay, and we need whatever this is. Come over. Okay. There's that. Okay, now the thing that does, that makes that the 24th. Okay, well now we want this to be the 24th. So, might have to play with that. Okay, so another day is Crush Festival. Now, okay. Some of these are upside down, and that always, it's one of my OCD things. I like things facing the right way. I like order. You'd never know it by looking at my room today. Okay, so I really like this. I think we'll go with I like this, the nest. So I think we'll go with 7.5. And 9. The Crush Festival is also a music festival. And so our friend Adrian will be playing music at the festival, so I wanted the music. I just love birds. Not in my house. I love that God takes care of the birds, and I don't have to. I will feed them outside, but yeah. Not gonna have any growing in my house. Done that. Been there, done that. I'm just curious if we... Yes, we can. Check it out. 7.5. It's gonna have that little bit of an indentation right there, but that's okay. So this is the page from the front, and one of the things that I like to do with a white page my thumb is so dumb. Okay. Okay, is to go ahead and add a lace border. Okay, I'm going to put it on this side because I'm going to have it come over like that. Okay, so I've cut out a lace border with my Martha Stewart punch, and we're going to go ahead and measure with our really technical measuring technique here of line it up, use the fingernail, and fold. Okay, I love the way the white lace looks up against the other. So that gives us another page. And let's see. There's that. Aha. We have deer. Okay, on the rulers, up and down will be fine. I like that this paper pack gives you a variety, because here we are with woodland stuff, which I really, really liked. I actually bought the paper pack at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just measuring down here. That was very woodland like. So, look. Do you see what I did? Did I do that right? It's 9. No, it's wrong. What did I do wrong? Okay. Well, there we go. So there is a deer page. Oh, there is a deer page. Then let's see. We can go ahead and do another page from this, maybe. Let's see, how does this do? 7.5. Okay, 7.5, we're going to lose part of this. And it'll have this tab, but I'm okay with that. And then we go with 9. Whoa, what was that? Okay, there's that. Okay, and let's cut off. I have 2 more of these kits. That's just crazy. Make sure that we're okay to. Okay, so we have Joy here. I think we'll leave this to possibly be a pocket. And you can always, if you've made a pocket or you've done like this, either on the side or on the top, and then you decide that you don't want it, you can always cut it off when it gets to be that day. Okay. Okay. Now the cut aparts, will just be cutting them apart. You can also add in just regular paper if you wanted to. I like to use cardstock for the bulk of my book because it gives it consistency and it helps hold it together. This year I'm probably going to add some lace to the outside. Really liking the look of lace. So that's how I start to set up my book. So having a cover, which nothing here yet has stood out and said, I want to be the cover. Yeah, not yet. Kind of like that. Okay, so we have Ugly Sweater. That goes back on the 22nd. We know we want some Reindeer Games on the 24th. And Christmas on the 25th. And look at there. Christmas is actually going to end up having 2 green pages, looks like. And of course there will be other stuff in the middle. Okay. So there. That will be my 2 pages for Christmas. I have this for Christmas Eve. I have the Ugly Sweater on the 22nd. This would be a good one for Fisher Family Christmas, which is the 16th. And then I can use anything with that, but I like that. That makes that, yeah, that will be good. This is the Crush Festival, which is going to be the 4th. Okay. And you know what? I like this for no. So Christmas Eve, we'll put this as the other Christmas Eve picture or page. I will be sewing probably next week. There you go. Of course, putting up the Christmas tree is another page that we'll want to put in here. The first thing that I put up is always our Nativity Set. So I'll want to find something that will work for that. And it's a really deep, it's white, it's a porcelain, and then I use red glass candles, all different kinds, and I have glass poinsettias that I put with the lights within it. And so, you know, it's like, I kind of like the candle cut off Santa. Cover Santa. Okay, so that's a possibility. And that will be on the 1st, probably. The other thing is getting all of our Christmas decorations, so, and they will be put into the green truck. So those are some of the other pages I'll be looking for. So I will come back and I will show you my book put together in another video. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to set up your Smash Book style December daily with some ideas for how you can be able to, and you'll be able to incorporate other things. You can glue this here. You can put in a, oh, what do they call that? Where you put the accordion style in so that you get more room in your pocket. You'll be able to put a note paper here and journal if you wanted to, or you can put some other pictures, or you can adhere this down and use it as a pocket. So, and then the waterfall, which gives you a lot of room to be able to put pictures. You can also do it this way. And this is why I like to do this size of a book and this style, is to be able to do that. I actually will occasionally add in pocket pages. Thought I had some right here, but I don't. Can put in some pretty vellum. Oh my gosh. So when I do my books like this, sorry about that. When I do my books like this, I use binder rings. So I will come back and put holes in the book and then use binder rings. And eventually I use the giant embroidery binder rings that are like this big to hold the book because it gets pretty fat. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, put them down below. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry about the fuzz over there.